I'm putting two things in my planting spots. I have some mycorrhizal, it's called Myco Bliss. I don't always use this, but I'm using it now because I don't know where they got this soil, what's in it, or how it came to be. I don't know. And then I'm doing some trifecta from M.I. Gardner. Just tossing a little bit in the planting hole. Okay, so I got my weeds cleaned out, which was really easy. Weeds is not something I have to deal with because I use raised beds and I just don't get weeds. I don't know why I don't get weeds, but I don't. But they were really easy to pull out, so it wasn't that bad. So I got my potatoes coming up on half of the bed, and then down here I put several peppers. So I didn't have another tag for this one, but it's the same as this one over here, which is the clary baby cheese pepper. That's what those two are. This one's a diamond sweet, that's the white pepper. That little tiny one there is an orange lesia. And then these two here are Chinese giants, which are your look like your standard red bell peppers with 3 and 4 lobes on the bottom, except they're supposed to be really large, I believe. So then that space right there in the center is wide open, and I'm thinking a cucumber can go right there, or maybe a personal sized watermelon. Part of the rules is you have to keep the aisles clean. So I want to abide by that. I think if I do like a dwarf cucumber right here, I can keep that contained in this space right here. So, okay, one bed done. Now onto this bed, which has absolutely nothing in it but weeds. Aside from, I thought I saw something that looks like a cucumber, or this looks like a cucumber to me. So we'll see. I'm gonna leave that in there. Maybe this is a new bed. All of these are new beds. Yeah, see, they got cucumbers coming up here. I think maybe this person threw them in there. What is that? Honey rock cantaloupe. Oh, or maybe it's a cantaloupe. I don't know. Anyways, all 3 of these beds, 1, 2, and 3, were put in, I don't know, what, 6 weeks ago? So these are relatively new. Now all the rest of these have been here for years, but these are new. And the city provided everything. They provided the soil, the wood, the beds, the manpower, the cardboard. They did all of it. And that's why I put some amendments in that soil, because I don't know what was used, if anything, and where the soil came from. So anyways, now I'm gonna leave whatever that is, the cantaloupe, the cucumber, and then I'm gonna go ahead and pull these weeds out. I have a half hour before I have to meet Tim for dinner, and I think I could get that done. I mean, I got this bed done in 10 minutes. So another 10 minutes I could do this, and then maybe get my tomatoes planted. So 2 of these are for a friend of mine, and the rest are for me. The Esmeralda Golosina, that's a green one, and reportedly like super sweet. So I'm looking forward to that one. That's for me. I would never give somebody who is new to gardening and the diversity of vegetables, I would never give them a green tomato to start off with on the bat. I mean, you certainly could, but I wouldn't, because he's just gonna look at it weird, and I don't know. I don't think they would be as excited for it as they would a big red tomato. And then the rest of these don't have names on them, so I don't know what they are. I have their names on a sheet of paper, but it's in the car. So I'm only gonna plant the one tomato for now, and then the rest I'm gonna leave in the car because I'm gonna go over to Warren's house tomorrow after work and plant the two that I need for him. And I tried to make sure that I gave him dwarf tomatoes because if you recall, he's growing in a bed that's maybe a quarter the size of this. So he's gonna have them at two ends. So I thought dwarf tomatoes would be better. Plus he doesn't have any way of staking them up. He has those little tiny, what do you call them? Tomato cages that are good for nothing but peppers. So I'm gonna give him a dwarf tomato and then, well, two dwarf tomatoes. Pretty sure they're two reds and then the other ones are for me. Once I figure that out, I'll put them in there. But for now, let's get this bed weeded and plant that one tomato. So that was quick. Ooh, my hat's backwards. That second bed is all weeded, and now I'm just gonna go take those weeds to one of the compost piles. There's several on the property and I'll show you where they are. That was a piece of cake, was it not? Oh, my shadow's there. Hi. Yeah, these weeds pulled out no problem at all. So I'm gonna grab these and take them to the compost pile. I think it's great the way they keep this manicured. Strawberries, lettuce, lots of peppers, garlic. So there's a little small pile right there, but there's a pile there. Then there's this tumbler thing, which I'm not even gonna mess with, but there's this pile here. So I'm gonna put, boom. Look at the tunnel somebody made. How neat. They got peas growing and looks like radishes, parsley, tomatoes, peppers. This person is on it. I think all of these are the same woman. I met her. Asian greens, maybe some pak choi, some more peas, collards, brassicas. Very cool. I don't know. This might be all weeds. Same over there. I don't know, maybe this person didn't get started yet. This one definitely isn't planted because these are all the same weeds I had in my bed. Whenever I signed up, they said you had to have your beds planted by June 1st. And it is June 4th, I want to say. And I didn't have that bed planted, but nobody said anything. So I think I still got both of them. All right, so let me get that one tomato plant put in there that I know what it is. And then the rest are going in the car with me to Warren's house tomorrow. And I'm going to do the same thing I did with those peppers. Again, I don't know where this soil came from, so we're going to use a little mycorrhizal and a little trifecta. Throw it in the dirt, call it a day. All right, so last thing I'm gonna do is try to figure out, I'm gonna get this into the car, which brings up another point. I think I want to get a second one to keep in the car, because I'll keep one at home and one in the car with me so that I can have a seat when I'm gardening here. So put this in the car. Look at that, they got lamb's ear. These are relatively small patches. We'll see if mine gets that lovely though. It's quite small at this point. Anyways, so let me see how this watering thing works. There's the watering hose, and this is the contraption they have on here. I'm not sure. You know what? I don't know how to do this. Let me see. So I guess this end goes on. Oh, and then maybe when I open the box, there'll be a way to turn on the water. I hope the word is the same as the gate, because that's the only password I got. Okay, well, I couldn't get the water to work. I'm gonna have to message the city and find out how the water works. I plugged it in, right? Maybe it's not hooked up yet. I don't know. But other than that, I'm all planted up. I am ready to go. I still have basically an entire bed. I only got the one tomato in here, but this bed is 99% done. Or maybe I'll throw some radishes in there. I don't know. Or carrots. I don't have any more room for carrots either at my house. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, I got plenty of space to work with in these two beds. And I will find out how to work the water. Because that's kind of important. Although right now it's not needed because we've been raining. Oh, God. It's been 86 years. Isn't that what the lady from Titanic said? We just rain and rain and rain. Surprisingly though, none of this property here is soggy. So that's a lucky thing. So this was my first day spending, oh God, these bugs here, any significant amount of time here at the community garden. And it was only but about a half hour, if that. It was only about a half hour, if that. The soil looks okay. All those weeds came up real easy. Okay, I'm looking forward to it. I just got to get some water and figure out what I'm going to do with the rest of this space. But for now, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share with your family and friends. And I will see you all in another video on another day. Until then, happy growing, my friends.